Let's talk about selling things that you can't touch, like ideas or experiences. Ever heard about what happened when Meghan's fake brand got busted by someone trying to ruin it? And then there's William Harry, who ended up causing his own big mess. It's wild, right? But stay tuned because I've got some interesting stories to share. Hello, friends. Welcome to the King YouTube channel. It's crazy to think, but exactly 10 years ago today, Meghan Markle registered the domain name Princess Meghan in Canada. Now, the interesting thing is she didn't even meet Harry until 2016. Talk about planning ahead. It seems like she had her sights set on something big right from the start. But now looking back, it's clear that things didn't quite go according to plan. Instead of a fairy tale ending, she ended up with a prince who's been far from impressive and a string of failures to her name. And it looks like her latest venture is just more of the same. Word has it they were aiming for over 1 million followers by now, but it seems they're falling short, barely reaching halfway there. I recently found out that a few road domains are already taken, so there's a chance Meghan's might not get approved. Wonder why that is? Well, one issue could be the name American Riviera Orchard sounds pretty silly, doesn't it? What's worse, it's been promoted but hasn't even gone live yet. So basically, there's nothing for anyone to buy or even look at on the website Meghan's supposedly behind. All you can do is register and wait. Talk about frustrating, and don't even get me started on her so-called calligraphy. It's honestly pretty sad. Seems like Meghan Markle really jumped the gun on this one, launching a project without any actual products to sell. Timing, Meghan, timing. It seems like Meghan saw all the negative attention Catherine was getting and thought, here's my chance, but the thing is, there's no inventory or distribution system in place, no approved trademark. Meghan just wanted to overshadow the Diana Awards, even though I'm sure someone warned her it wasn't a good idea. Let's wait and see what Meghan does next, because that's where she always stumbles. Sure, she's great at promoting ideas, but when it comes to the hard work needed to make them happen, she's nowhere to be found. I wonder how many people will actually bother to buy those expensive plates or jam or whatever it is and watch Meghan pretend to cook in a kitchen, mimicking other much better online hosts. It's pretty ironic that the woman who won self-nominated awards for gender equality and claimed to be besties with feminist Gloria Steinem is now selling tea towels like a traditional housewife. And apparently it hasn't even been approved yet, but that's typical Meghan Markle behavior. She just goes with something, even if it's not real. I really hope whoever's in charge of approving this rejects it. It would be satisfying to see Meghan have to take the whole thing down. It's amusing how now it's being hyped up as the next big thing for her, like it's going to be this incredible company. But let's be real, all Meghan Markle is doing is copying successful people like Martha Stewart and Gwyneth Paltrow, trying to ride on another bandwagon to sell something. She seems to think her royal connections will guarantee success for this business, but I'm not so sure. When people sign up, they might not realize that their contact details could end up being sold. Yep, they sell them to companies who want to send lots of spam emails. Thanks to Meghan Markle, everyone might be getting a free bottle of Procter & Gamble dish soap. She's done a lot of advertising for them. I think Meghan Markle has always seen herself as a princess. Maybe she felt it was a downgrade to become a duchess when she married Harry. She could have been Princess Harry, but that didn't seem to be enough for her. She wants her name to be the center of attention. Sometimes I think they both wish they were back in the royal family, supported by the sovereign Grant and King Charles. But sadly, they only wanted to do things their own way. Being half in, half out of the royal family comes with great perks, a generous clothing allowance, and the opportunity to earn their own money. Take merching, for instance, with products Meghan Markle trademarked for sale on Sussex Royal, now aiming to profit from this American Riviera orchard. However, it was probably a good thing for everyone that they left the royal family in the UK to live in California. It became evident around King Charles' 70th birthday that Meghan wasn't quite suited for royal life because wherever she went, it seemed like she had to make it all about herself. I remember in Australia, she brought along her bestie, Jessica Moroni, thinking they'd just chill by the pools, indulge in facials, and live like the rich and famous who spend loads of money on themselves. Meanwhile, Harry could handle all the royal duties. But what happened to what Meghan said? She claimed she was ready to hit the ground running, but then she started throwing temper tantrums. She even tossed tea at a staff member because it wasn't the right temperature. And she was furious they didn't get the entire Admiralty House, just a wing of it. She insisted the Governor General should vacate. The demands kept the kitchen staff up late, baking banana bread until it met her standards. And when they returned, thinking they were incredibly popular, they demanded higher billing than William and Catherine. They insisted on attending all the best engagements because they believed they were more beloved by the public. Well, they were quickly informed that it doesn't quite work that way. And what about the pregnancy? Oh, yes, you saw the bump seemingly grow from 3 months to 9 months in just a day. Quite remarkable. They were adamant about not letting the royal doctors handle her pregnancy, and she didn't want anyone knowing where the baby would be born. It's been 5 years and we're still talking about it. And then there's what happened in South Africa. Yes, taking a heater to keep the invisible baby warm, as if the country didn't have any means to heat homes. And then she goes on to tell the whole world about this supposed fire, implying that Archie was in serious danger when there wasn't even a fire. The only thing that happened was that silly heater Meghan insisted on bringing started sparking. Then there's the interview and the question, how are you coping? In Meghan's response, she says, thank you for asking because not many people have asked if I'm okay, all while she's in a garden in Johannesburg, after meeting incredibly disadvantaged people during her trip. But feminist Meghan didn't seem to show any sympathy for these people. She didn't express concern for the poor women she met on this trip. Instead, she just wanted to talk about herself and whether or not she was okay. And as she shook hands with people, she said, I can't believe I'm not getting paid for this. Yep, that's the kind of person she is. Amidst the grandeur of royal engagements and protocol, the narrative of Meghan Markle's tenure within the British monarchy paints a picture far from idyllic. With only 72 engagements as a working royal, Markle's presence was shadowed by accusations of laziness and animosity towards Kate Middleton, and to a lesser extent, Prince William. The once regal atmosphere of the royal family now crackles with tension, largely attributed to Markle's alleged indiscretions and inability to maintain trust. Beyond the facade of royal decorum, whispers abound of Markle's penchant for invading privacy, clandestine snooping within the sanctums of Buckingham Palace, and unauthorized photography. Her demands to reside within Windsor Castle and accusations of racism within the royal ranks further fuel the flames of controversy. Accusations of bullying only deepen the rift as Markle's actions come under intense scrutiny. One of the most notable incidents includes Markle's defiance of protocol during her first royal engagement with the Queen, where she refused to wear a hat as instructed, leading to a disheveled appearance in contrast to the Queen's poise. The implications of preferential treatment towards Kate Middleton versus Markle's perceived neglect add yet another layer of complexity to the unfolding saga. As the curtains are drawn back on Markle's royal journey, the revelations paint a portrait of intrigue, scandal, and discord that reverberate through the hallowed halls of Buckingham Palace. Despite efforts to maintain decorum, the controversy surrounding Meghan Markle remains an indelible mark on the annals of royal history, leaving a legacy fraught with contention and conjecture. So when the Queen asked to see her, it happened twice, and she refused, claiming she had another engagement. Another mark against Meghan. The Queen then had her people cancel this engagement and escorted her to a plane bound for Canada. There are probably more examples, but considering Meghan and Harry got married on May 19, 2018, and Meghan left for a break in Canada in December 2019, only coming back twice, each time for just a few days, I'd say that's not a very good record. What do you think? Please share your opinion in the comments below if you found my video helpful. Feel free to like and share it with anyone else who might enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe to the King YouTube channel to show us your support. Thank you once again for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next videos.